Hey pal, so today I'm just going to talk about daily walking because daily walking has genuinely improved my life, bro. When you go on walks, you think so much more clearly. You get to move your body, at the same time, you move your mind in a way. It's very interesting how that works. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I listen to a good book, sometimes both, and sometimes nothing at all. Sometimes when you're going for a walk, you just kind of want to take in your surroundings. You want to take in the nature that surrounds you every day that you don't necessarily see if you're not going on a walk, right? Now it looks a little different for me because I got a treadmill, so I can actually walk at home too if I need to. There was a point in time when, maybe about a few weeks ago, there were some fires out in the east, and it made the air quality really bad. And going outside was not recommended. It wouldn't have been healthy for me, so I was walking on my treadmill instead. And it's almost like the same. It's almost the same feeling, like when you move your body, your mind kind of follows along with it. You can articulate so many different thoughts when you're doing both. When you're thinking and moving at the same time. And walking is such a simple exercise for that. Walking is, you walk every day, whether it be just going to your car or walking around work. If you work in retail, I know in retail you do a lot of walking unless you're a cashier, but other than that, you tend to walk around maybe the store a lot. Obviously, people in sports, they move around a lot more than somebody like me who just does a lot of walking. But I feel like everybody should go on walks. I feel like you should fit it into your day because, dude, there's so many uncertainties that come into my mind in everyday life. But when I go on a walk, it's like I can process all of that so much easier. And I don't think I'm crazy by saying that. I'm sure there's many other people who feel the same way. On top of the fact that it's lost me weight. And that's part of my goal. Losing 100 pounds is my goal. Hopefully by the end of the year. But I'm shooting pretty high with that one. But you know what? When you're following your dreams, you aim for the stars, baby. That's my philosophy on that. But I think everybody should go for walks. Walks, not only good for your health, they're good for your mind. They help you to really think about things in a different way because you remove yourself from your everyday environment. When you go outside and you're not surrounded by, a lot of us are trapped in our room a lot of the time. We like to sit in our room and that's our comfort space. But when you go outside for a walk, you kind of get out of there and you think differently because you're no longer surrounded by the things that remind you of what your everyday life is like. At least that's how it works for me. But the crazy part is, now that I've done so much walking and I've seen, these little wins in my goals, I lost a bunch of weight, and it's become part of my schedule, these walks. Now it's something I try to do every single day if I can, if I don't end up getting busy. And it also reinforces more positive behaviors. I only do weightlifting 3 days a week. However, when I hit my walk, I'm ready to go, dude. I get up, get my caffeine, hit my walk. Immediately, I go hit the weights after that, if it's a weightlifting day, right? Because after I've already hit that 10,000 steps, I'm like, dude, I feel on top of the world. Like, I feel so good. I think the most important thing that walking has taught me, though, is that when you're following your goals, there are so many ways you can get these little wins. These tiny little wins. When I hop on the scale at the end of the week, and I look at, I lost a pound. Dude, I am ecstatic. Like, I'm over the moon with that. I'm like, yes, progress. It feels good. And hitting that 10,000, when you aim for those 10,000 steps a day, like that number, especially if you have a step counter, dude, I watch my step counter almost like a hawk. I'm on the treadmill or I'm walking outside and I'm just, I'm huffing it, walking at a pretty brisk pace. And then I pull up my phone and I'm like, dude, I'm already at 6,000. And I'm like, yes. Guys, genuinely, I would recommend going on walks. I think it works really well for me. I think it worked for a lot of people. If you're looking at for a simple, easy way to get some physical activity going in your day, it really helps. It helps to clear my mind. Like I said, and it helps to make my body feel better. And it can do the same thing for you. You know what else it's kind of taught me too? That I was taking for granted when I was living in Hawaii, because nature in Hawaii is on a whole other level from nature in other places. Maybe not other tropical places, but when you grow up surrounded by that beauty and then you move away, you really learn to appreciate it more in many different ways once you're gone. So appreciate what you got around you guys. Appreciate the nature you have around you. Maybe it's not as beautiful as, Hawaii, but I'm sure it's more beautiful than you would have ever realized if you didn't go for a walk that day. Just a bit of self-reflection today. I'm trying to break this performative mold, I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am on the inside. And walking is helping me process all those thoughts that I have about that. So go for a walk. I guarantee you won't regret it. I certainly don't. It's lost me some weight, so if you're trying to do that, it's perfect for that. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but genuinely that's it. Something so simple can really change your life in a way you didn't think of, in a way you never could have imagined. It's certainly done it for me. So that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to end up repeating myself too much. I've probably already done it a few times, but that's okay. Thank you for watching. If you're going to go on a walk today, hit subscribe, dude, because I'm going on a walk today too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.